No, we started. That's it. We're on. All right. Welcome back to Star Wars. Get rich or Jedi trying.
Hooray!
So we are on the wonderful planet of Typhera, which is a fantastic word to say if you have a lisp.
Oh, damn it, I was going to do that.
Ho ho!
I am not dissatisfied with that result.
No, nor am I, actually. That's quite good. I'm quite dissatisfied with that one, because that's definitely an obligation roll.
Don't think it is, actually. Just let me a sec. We're going to knock...
61?
We're knocking 4 points... We're knocking 4 points off...
Really?
Yeah, Kizik's.
Oh, in that case, then yeah, that's...
Yep, that takes us down just...
yeah! He got reduced, didn't he?
Yeah, because he's done very well at his
Massive crippling addiction.
Yeah, becoming a robot.
Fair play. That's incredible.
Yeah, yep, so you miss it by one.
Miss by one, yeah.
Literally by one.
Hey,
so
Kizik's new arm.
All hail Kizik's new arm.
Also, has he changed his number?
I think so, yes.
7. Yeah.
Yes, he has.
Oh dear. I suddenly... It's like that moment in Bloodborne where one gains insight and goes insane.
Mondays
really
we call
insanity?
That.
Or just knowing the true nature of the world.
Yeah, that's insight for you.
Alright.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to not be stressed, but it's weird. So we were on Typhera and we'd made contact with the local hive, hadn't we? Of the race whose name I've forgotten.
Wait, is this hive wretched?
No, actually it's the locals who are oppressed brutally by the Imperials. So that's
right.
Fun.
I'm sure...
Oh, so it is. There's a wretched hive here.
I'm sure that the locals that are oppressed horribly by the Imperials are actually just the people who are oppressing the actual things that make the Kolto that are being oppressed horribly by the Imperials. So
unfortunately, they're the ones who actually make the Kolto.
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't know that actually produce it, like physically from their bodies. Also,
yes, quite right. So, important differences. I mean, to be perfectly fair, Ostix is going to be massively biased towards them because, hey, fellow insectoids.
You just
Not to mention they make that stuff that makes you not die.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff. Not dying is fantastic.
I'm a fan.
The not dying juice is amazing.
Can confirm, do not want to die. So, if memory serves, it has been a bit of a busy week. We were going to try and get these guys off-world because they had a queen ready to go along with a couple of whatever their worker caste was called, right?
Yes, all they say is stringently denied.
Oh, naturally.
But one of these guys in a trench coat and a hat isn't the most subtle of creatures.
So they're called Radix, by the way.
Radix?
Radix or Thyferans, if you prefer.
Yeah, Fratix.
Fratix, got it. Well, I mean, we could play off of the Imperials' inherent racism and try and disguise them as fellow Verpine.
I have hidden storage, which means we have humanoid-sized hidden compartments in our spaceship.
Here's the catch, though. They're not humanoid.
The worker caste they are humanoid size explicitly. I don't know if the Queen will be any bigger. Not to mention any of the shit they're bringing.
I mean, presumably a queen is going to be larger, yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the best thing we could do is probably distract the Imperials, right? And there's a lot of supposed, rebel activity here, right?
What, do you think we just...
Mondo is already queued up as heavy repeating blast.
I always do that.
No, just to be fair, it's a good strategy and it's been working so far. You can't blame them.
Actually, looks like they've had a bit of an update.
Oh, hello.
Image-wise.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, to be fair, I can see why, because the chap in the black and white image looks more like a Verpine, so...
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, distraction could work, to be honest. I mean, as he says, there is a known rebel plot.
But the thing is that we're still not... I failed a coercion check against those guys.
What,
Yep.
against the Bratics or against the Imps?
Against the
against the Veratic representation. He was too stupid to be even.
He was too stupid to be properly intimidated.
I must have missed that last session. Why are you trying to intimidate our clients again?
So we can get, because they're not going to give us proper Bacta. They're going to give us the 80.
Yeah, the 80% stuff, not pure stuff.
Yeah, because we need the 100%. So they know they need the 100% for us. And we need to somehow get a queen off, because I'm sure they're probably going to try and reestablish themselves on a different planet.
I mean, immediately there's a high risk and a low risk option that jumps to mind. The low risk is significantly less likely to get us pure Bacta, but it involves less things that might get us permanently fucked over by every Imperial on the planet. The low risk option is there's obviously only so many major spaceports here, and they'll be limited into spaceport traffic on the ground. We simply do what we did on Modell again, and we hit a ground convoy feeding not even necessarily actually pure Bacta, but we just cause a convoy attack, focus the Imperial's attention on the ground, which gives us time to smuggle.
Problem is that we need the pure Bacta for it. I mean, unless you want to.
My point in that plan is that we would then basically, instead of talking with the middlemen, we try and make a plea with the Queen. Once we got her off planet, saying, "Look, we just had to go through all this. Stop stumping us with the 80%." Now, granted, that's a pretty major failure point, but it's significantly less risky than my other plan.
I mean, considering the fact that we could hit a transport, take it over, fob ourselves off as Imperials. But I'm sure that the droid, the insect, the lizard, the other lizard, and the Gamorrean could do that.
I mean, this is where the high risk plan comes in, to be honest.
Well, all of this, we are on a lockdown planet that basically makes the best form of penicillin in the galaxy for an at-war empire.
Yeah, this is where my high-risk plan comes in, and I freely admit this might just get shot down as impractical. But, Gray, I need to... Can I... Right, just to actually justify what I'm about to ask here, can I make some sort of warfare check to work out if a planet like Tythera, because it is the natural source of Bacta, would have, Imperial actual military hospitals of a high grade here? So not like your first aid, but your proper long-term major care centre.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, that would be a kind of a good place for them to have pure Bacta. What difficulty?
Well, to actually find one.
Yeah.
Probably not that hard, actually. Probably just average.
Okay, so too bad.
It's probably very clearly marked on any map you can find. Apparently not clearly enough.
Okay, so we'll have to actually find one, because apparently I'm an idiot.
Oh, wait, first thing first we need to do is roll force.
We've already done that.
We already did that.
We did that, ages.
Okay.
But the highest plan for me is that we hit one of those instead. Because that seems to me like the highest place, the most likely place for us to get actual pure Bacta from. Because then that means we don't even have to bother negotiating with the Bratics. We just get them off planet for pay.
Quick question, Greg. Can I do a talk the talk to do a streetwise check for a planet local for information on how one would probably get? Is there a underground or criminal understanding of how one would smuggle something off of such a high, densely populated freaking military thing like this?
You do know I have Underworld, right?
I know, but but my whole thing is that I have I could substitute that for any of these things. So I'm using that for using my streetwise to substitute it for one of the local education wars or Cold War thing.
I know what you're doing. I'm just making sure you are aware that there are alternatives available.
Yes, but this is what I can do for any of the other knowledge checks. I can do a little.
Yeah, but there's people who've already had that knowledge.
Do they already have that knowledge? Do you want to roll? Do you want to roll Underworld for this place?
Crack on, Bane, I say. If you've got the skill for it.
Well, it's a
That
difficult
beats
thing.
mine.
Oh yeah, no, mine doesn't exist.
So you're looking for...
Basically trying to tap into the inevitable pure Bacta smuggling ring that already exists.
Yeah, you'd think there would be one, wouldn't you?
Has to be.
Probably going to be hard. I'm going to throw an upgrade on that.
Okay, I can assist you for another green.
Another green or a blue?
Well, if he's got 4 int, then yeah, it's another.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Yeah, I think I can find.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think, wouldn't you? Could I suggest you deploy your advantages in a way to make sure nobody, cottons onto what we're up to?
Or at the very least, no one who could possibly cause trouble for us does.
Yes.
Because it's kind of important that the people we're trying to contact know what we're trying to contact them.
I have black market contacts if that makes things easier. It just reduces the rarity of illegal goods.
That's the thing. I'm not entirely sure this would be an illegal thing. Just very deep gray market.
It might just be a storyline good as well.
I mean, just go. I mean, we do have. Remember what the other points of for the white chips are for is to get storyline leads and all that kind of shit too.
True.
So I mean, maybe we can find and hear me out, a corrupt imperial official who, with enough, with if given enough advantage, with a job that he may want done, via some very. Why is there a Gomorian in a what?
That's your sneaking in plan. You said you were going to sneak in.
I see Thumper's upgraded his suit. It's still slightly purple.
Grey.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I could.
And
none of you guys could stop me.
He's correct.
Absolutely correct.
And you wonder why your groups always turn to evil.
Yeah, you're provoking.
I have not turned to evil at all in any of these games.
Calculon.
I was referring to the group as a whole, and you do nothing to stop them.
He's absolutely right. He has never turned evil. He's always been evil.
He starts that way.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair call. I withdraw that scurrilous assertion in the face of Gray's fact. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad idea. I'm still hankering for the military hospital option just because to me that seems like a guaranteed place for pure back.
I mean, if there's a place to go for pure back, we can see if there's any, say, corrupt. I mean, come on, dude. They're defrauding hospitals is the age-old pastime of doctors.
He's right.
True enough.
I saw that episode of Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say House, but yeah, true enough as well.
I didn't see House.
So, I mean, we did have a underworld check that was successful, Gray. So, is there any hints of doctors who sell cut and sell the product on the black market?
The uncut product.
But through them who cut the product, we can probably get the uncut product themselves as well.
Point.
Ooh. Yeah, there's probably something there, isn't there? I can see you getting some form of ID, yeah. So let's just say, you can, with the advantages, you've kind of got the underworld, and you've got a doctor who's known for selling off a fair bit of the side Bacta.
It's for the smuggling and how through various chains of commerce. I'm sure this is how the rebels get a fair amount of their Bacta through too.
Rebel.
Well, they actually have legitimate contracts, but yeah, probably more than a bit of it is going to be smuggled.
Yeah, well, there's probably not much thing that's legit of its Bacta.
Mm-hmm. I mean, selling it through third parties, I'm sure, but
yeah.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna walk up and say that they're buying for the New Republic.
It's one of the fun things, probably, isn't it? That everyone needs Bacta. It's a major medical thing, but you also want to make sure it's only going to hospitals.
Yeah, and also you want to make sure only your people get it, and nobody else does.
Mm-hmm.
There were literally entire wars fought over this planet.
Yep.
Tefera is a fun and happy place, is what you need to learn at home, ladies and gents, watching this video, and has never been the cause of any trouble whatsoever. This message from the Tefera propaganda board.
Literally called the Bacta Wars.
I was talking shit.
I mean, but as we are wont to do. So great. Do we? So and what means shall we get in contact with this contact and see if this man has any? Well, I mean, okay. So we have the people who need to get off the planet.
Just with contact.
I'm just thinking real fast because we have the very obvious smuggle people off planet thing.
Yeah.
And so these people probably have a means of supply line. I'm wondering. I just want to figure out how they do their smuggling, and if we can purpose those means. That, or we can get around to like just marking these people as a very exotic. You know, we give them a injection that puts them into a comatose state, and we just fob them off as somebody wanted to buy a insect delicacy.
That would work maybe for the workers. I'm not sure we could pull that stunt with the Queen. The
Imperials work really well for the workers, and I don't see why they would need to be in a comatose state for it.
Well, that's the thing.
Like live food best.
Yeah, but the thing is that sure they would be comatose, but they wouldn't be dead, so they would just be transported like that. Remember?
But okay, no, I followed that logic for the workers. I completely agree that would actually do the job. You would never get away pulling that with the Queen because
we don't have enough money.
Well, first of all, that. And second of all, the Imperials would never let a Queen off planet no matter who or what had paid what. So
basically, we have to make them think there's no Queen involved.
Yes. That or we I mean, it's only my assumption that trying to fob off a Queen. Let's just remember this. I could be wrong.
You could be, but to be fair, we don't have any better alternatives, so let's work off what you've given us. I mean, I'm prepared to at least trust the fact that even if he does it in a slightly weird way, Thumpa does get results.
Thumper has at least some innate criminal.
That's the worst part. Thumpa does get results.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, like he does it in the most fuck-headed way possible, but he does get results. All
right. You want to try and set up a meeting?
Yeah, let's at least try this corrupt Imperial official angle. Do we know anything about them going into it just before? Just so we know what we're trying to work with?
No, I think you didn't get. You probably need a streetwise check.
Oh, I've got that.
To try and figure out how best to meet up.
I have streetwise at 2 yellow. About anyone else?
Same.
I've got 3 cunning, so whoever rolls can take.
All right, okay, Mondo. Thumpa will help you out, and if it's anything to do with being social, I will
loom.
And I get a blue for the assist.
I have 3 cunning, so you actually get another green.
Oh, green, nice. Great. What was the difficulty here?
Hard with an upgrade.
Hard +1. All right. I'll counter upgrade.
Yeah. We've got the light side to spare at this job.
Roll me to spare.
Piss off, Grey.
No.
Thank you.
For fuck's sake.
I have to leave planet.
I don't suppose by any happy chance you have anything like the rerolls or no.
He succeeded. He succeeded.
I remember when I was saying this. I also have I can also re-roll a coercion or underworld check, but someone did want me to roll the dice.
Don't be petty.
If loom counts, that counters the threat at least, but there's still that whole I'm going to be get thrown in jail for being an alien.
No. You find it, but the problem is apparently this doctor can't meet you anywhere but the hospital.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thumper will sigh, take out a gun, cock it, and put it at his leg.
Komodo grabs a knife, goes for the arm, Oh no, I've been horribly stabbed.
Thumpa, we've got someone who regenerates their own wounds.
Okay, Mondo. Yeah, we could probably get in, but you're going to have to take a critical of crippled for a little bit. Are you
Sounds
cool
like
with
a bad plan?
Maybe we should just have him roll a critical hit on himself rather than forcing a crippled and seeing what he gets.
But that's also the thing is that we also need to be able to have this be treated by this doctor rather than laughed at by every hospital that want us in.
Yeah, true enough.
As Gray, as I can see Gray's fucking shit-eating grin as he was going to shove that on us, you bastard.
Oh no, I've got something completely different planned.
Oh, okay, then shoot.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hope not. Bruce Willis seems to mess up a lot of things.
Yeah.
Depends. Is he wearing a string vest or not?
Hmm.
Do you know, I could safely say I haven't been staring at Bruce Willis for the past week. I don't know.
He's never played a doctor, has he?
No.
Bruce Willis has not played House yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he has, actually.
So wait, what you're saying is you should rush me into the hospital screaming that I've got lupus?
No, God, no, that's a very different.
All right, so the only cover for meeting this doctor would be
only doctor joke I know.
Through injury.
Fair play.
No, apparently he did in Death Wish.
Oh, okay. But yeah, is that something you're prepared to spend the despair on us then, Gray? We're going to have to meet up at the hospital. And
yes, that's what I'm spending it on.
Okay.
How much of an injury?
Probably not a major one.
What level of critical are we talking about here?
So a crit or just a wound?
Probably just a normal crit.
Okay.
Just a crit.
At what severity are we talking about here?
I think just, he said a crit, so.
Who wants to injure themselves enough realistically?
Thumper will.
I don't have any crits. I could take it.
I mean...
Roll cool.
I can fix myself via my robust constitution.
I think this is definitely a kind of a face-off between you two, isn't it?
Oh God.
Yeah, I think I can see this. Commander and Thumpa both want to be the one to take the wound.
We're just grabbing for the same knife. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Commander. What's your discipline?
Discipline. I rolled cool.
What's your willpower?
2, the same as all my other stats.
Okay.
And agility.
No, let me do it.
No way. Technically speaking, he could roll to resist, but
do you have anything in discipline at all?
Nope.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's the full roll. Yeah.
Yep.
Clearly, I'm more exotic than you, Kemondo. If anyone wants to cut a pig, it's gonna be me.
At which point he drags something out and shoots himself in the face. And cripples himself.
Are you joking?
What's with the plus 20?
He's already crippled he's injured twice already.
Why the heck are you rolling then?
because Thumpa, that's why.
Idiot.
I can't argue there. And the 8.
There's an episode title for you, Gray, because Thumpa.
Because he's an idiot.
That's winning for now.
Oh, God. Right. I didn't even remember he had previous crits. If he had previous crits, why did we need to do him more? He could have just gone in with the 2 he had.
Well, one of your limbs. So, did you just shoot yourself in the foot?
I shot myself in the foot, probably.
Yeah,
completely shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, but you shot yourself so hard the foot bolt ricocheted off your foot and punched through your shin.
At least you still have the foot.
Yeah.
Yes, as long as I still have the foot. I mean, we're going to a doctor. He's clearly going to fix my foot, right?
Mr. I can't regenerate.
I mean, neither can you. You really regenerate a cripple. But
I could just cut the arm off.
Yeah, it's a curiously violent form of regeneration.
Arms grow back.
You're saying they don't grow back for me too?
No, because you're not a Trandoshan.
Well, you didn't chop your arm off.
Anyway, as Oztix is driven slowly further towards alcoholism.
At least you didn't roll overpowered. You would have killed yourself then.
Look, at least I didn't take vicious on myself. Or wait, no, I do have vicious.
Oh fuck!
Oh no!
Which means
So that's another 10.
You know what?
No,
Great. Great. Can we skip vicious on this?
Yeah.
You were using some other gun. It was
Either horrific or blinded.
No, I have vicious because I'm a Gamorrean.
Yeah, Gamorreans just have vicious. It's not a gun thing. Technically speaking, you have what? Vicious 3?
I have vicious 1 because of that.
Vicious 1, yeah.
I remember. I am not mauling myself with a vibro axe. Thank you very much, which I'm keeping in my back pocket. Thank you very much.
The good news is it would have been a horrific injury, which is at least a temporary characteristic loss rather than gruesome, which is permanent.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It could have been worse.
Blinded.
Could have been worse.
You could have rolled 3 less, and then you would have been main.
Yeah.
Look, we wanted to cripple. We got crippled. We all knew this is what the dice was gonna do. It's all cool.
All right, let's.
I say with complete and utter fucking
sincerity. Yeah.
Sincerity.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. All right, let's.
All right.
To the hospital.
I take it back. This was a terrible idea.
Ray, you have
a bit late now.
Dice your what do you call it? Of blood.
Bloodlust?
Your what do you call it? Wage of blood for this.
So wait, if we're going with horrific injury, throw 1d10.
No, he's not. That's the point. He's going crippled.
Okay.
The vicious is dropped.
Yeah, I am not. I may be a Gamorrean, but I'm not hacking myself that badly.
Managing to resist your natural urge to inflict more damage.
I put my arm out and I just gave myself a hit with my mace.
Oh, look at that! You would have gotten willpower loss.
Good. I don't want to lose my willpower. By the way, I'm gonna roll willpower just against myself, just to see how to see how well I take hitting myself or how much strain I take on this. So, I'm gonna go will, just flat willpower, or that'd be discipline. Yeah, be discipline. And since I have discipline 1, that's 1 red and 2 yellow. That's 1 red and 2 and 3 things. So against myself, I succeed. And take 1 stress.
What, for shooting yourself?
Yeah. Oh, well, for clubbing myself, since I basically took my stun at my thing and swung at myself. Yeah, I remember correctly. I remember, like, all of yesterday, I was complaining about all these crits I needed to clear out, and then here I am.
Giving yourself more.
Yep, that's a thing that happens for sure. Oh boy. Let's head to the hospital. Before anyone else takes random intellect damage from the way this is done.
Yep, alright, so we got to a busy hospital. Yeah, there's lots of sick people, and people that are considered people by the rest of the universe. And then just like the doors slam open and somewhere you found a gurney. Like Thumpa there clutching his foot, screaming as you get rolled in.
Thank God for special appointments, eh?
Yeah. And yeah, you get seen by a nurse who kind of asks, how did this wound happen? Because it's like a gunshot.
He thought he was tougher than the blaster.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a gunshot. As I said, it was me hitting. I basically put my arm out and I broke it with my mace. That's why I rolled critical. That's why I rolled the what you call it, because a gunshot is fast. You just got to pull the trigger and accept the consequences. This is a deliberate, just arm breakage.
He was cleaning it and it went off.
It's a mace.
That's the joke.
Anyway,
she just kind of shakes her head and rolls you into a room.
Also Gamorrean.
Yeah. Alright, so someone comes along and human doctor walks in, kind of starts.
Is he going to have a German accent?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's Imperial, he's going to have an English accent.
I say.
I mean, Trey, as an Englishman, do you not really have a choice in the matter?
No, because I'm terrible with accents.
Fair enough.
Nobody wants an accident anyway.
No. He goes, yep, alright, what have we got here? Self-inflicted mace wound. Well, that's just normal Monday. He kind of looks at it and he'll have a go at healing it. You are crippled. The 3 difficulty, isn't it?
Yeah, the 3
yes.
difficulty.
Yeah, yep. We don't roll low numbers.
No, we do not. Hey!
Yeah, he's able to remove that. So it's like, okay, that'll be 1,000 credits.
Okay. Thumper will clear the rest of his credits out of his thing.
I guess it's a good thing I didn't. I don't have 1,000 credits.
No, I only have 735. Can you make it probably
Actually,
300?
make it 500. 1,000's a bit too far. Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was just your normal medical bilking.
Yeah. But still, you can buy a lot for 1,000 credits in Star Wars Universe.
No one will insure Gamorreans.
Okay, and now we have met the doctors. Anyone with a bigger brain than Thumper wants to talk to the guy?
With that lank of
Is actually the doctor that we're looking?
Bane is our resident talkie guy.
Hang on, no. Bane's asked an important question to the GM there. Is this the guy we were looking for? Yeah.
You don't know.
Oh, fuck me.
You gotta be kidding me. What, did I only get his name, not his mugshot?
Didn't really get a name, you got a location.
Oh my God.
Okay, we don't... God damn it, Gray.
You only got like a couple of advances.
Did we at least get a time?
Did we at least get like a call sign? Did he have like a nickname? Did he have a...
Yeah, you'll have like a code phrase.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a start.
Is it a code phrase that's going to be easy to segue into this? Probably.
What is the code phrase?
I'm trying to think what's good.
We are, or you are?
Nah, well you can. I don't care. Whatever's good, I'm trying to come up with something. But
The code phrase is the Ferengi in the monkey suit has to go.
What?
If anything, we're probably just gonna have to pop this guy over the head, take off his.
Whoa! Let's at least pander to the idea of doing the job properly.
I know.
Good old random violence.
I was just saying that we were gonna have to pop this guy in the head, take his lab coat, and pop ourselves off as a doctor.
Can we spend a light side token to have the code phrase be Gamorrean in a tuxedo?
Yeah, okay, you know what?
It doesn't really matter what the code phrase is.
Because we have a Gamorrean in a tuxedo.
Okay, no, so they use codes at hospitals.
Yes.
So the code would be basically that we were using the code for leg injury, but we're also using the code for HUD. So it's a HUD with a leg injury. But it's a nonsensical code because it would never make sense because Lester would have legs. So we'll see if we can ask him about that. We'll see if we can put that forward in a more logical, not ridiculous.
But you can say, yeah, this is a code like 4862.
Yeah, 4862. And
this way the doctor is like you're insane.
Okay, bump him over the head. Thumper needs to dress up like a doctor now.
Oh my God, no!
Just put the stethoscope over the suit.
Don't immediately have to go to mugging him.
No, we don't. But
Hmm?
the trouble is, you're right, Gray. We don't have to immediately go to mugging him, but in character, unfortunately, luck has not been with us.
Yeah,
What's this? Okay, Gray.
Basically, our first and only response to not getting what we want immediately is probably going to be mugging.
Hang on.
I could steal his axe, just pick his pocket.
Gray, I have that.
Before we punch him, can I at least offer one alternative?
Go ahead.
Is this the sort of injury where he might conveniently need to be set up in bed for a couple of days and be seen by various doctors?
He's going to have to be in for a little while, yeah.
Okay, then before we get to the mugging phase, maybe we go with that. Because it's entirely possible that our man is going to find the Gamorrean in a tux and then see the code on your sheet.
Okay, I wasn't going to immediately mug him. I was going to use coercion and ask for his discipline dice.
That's fair, but I think I'd rather we go with the normal routine as far as
I just want to point something out here. That's mugging.
Also, he is actually correct. That is just
yes, but I also wanted to have Gray just go and make put the Gamorrean head on a doctor's uniform next.
No, come on. Let's at least try to get one of our plans off the ground properly, please.
Okay. All right. Just load it in a trebuchet. I'll get it wherever you want it to go.
Right, so we'll say that the Doctor manages to leave unmugged.
Somehow.
Which is quite impressive.
Seriously, we need a placard for the poor bastard and everything. Survived the PCs unbugged.
I mean, what we could call this guy. I mean, if anyone asks why you're all here, I'm just going to call you my next of kin.
I mean, I was going to go with mercenary buddies, but yeah, that works-ish. Kind of. I mean, seriously, let's face it, the Imperial probably deals with a lot of alien mercenaries, do all the stuff it doesn't want the humans to do.
After a while, you kind of nurses come in, and then a kind of medical droid wanders in.
Bleep boop.
Bleep boop, bleep boop, bleep.
We also asked the medical. We also say that the medical droid has dealt with a 2864 or whatever it is for a hut with what's the word again? Athlete's foot.
Leg injury.
It was a leg injury, I think. Yeah.
I know athlete's foot sounds funnier.
True.
Thing is, technically, a hut has a foot.
The hut is a foot?
Huts have feet, a foot, technically.
Yeah, but how could they actually get athlete's foot?
One second. And the droid will respond. Excellent. Customers.
There we go.
I mean, I can out of character guarantee one way this conversation isn't going to be overheard by somebody else, but it's going to require Bane to do all the talking.
Bane, you do all the talking.
Because I really doubt many other people in this hospital might know binary.
Well, the issue with that, too, is Bane, the character, technically doesn't know binary.
Oh, fuck, you're right. He is talking.
Bane the droid knows it. Bane the persona does.
Yeah, true. Actually, sorry, I should have asked this first.
It says Kizix does, so Kizix can speak in binary to this man.
Yep, I have an implant for that.
Cool. How is your dice?
Not great.
That looks like a very trustworthy medical droid.
If only, and goddamn our talkie man and our negotiator's not here.
I mean, Thumpa did succeed, it should be pointed out.
I did succeed in what?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the discipline check. Never mind, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
medical droid getting the good stuff.
Yeah,
or how one would get the good stuff, or getting the queen off planet or something like that. How was he doing for distribution?
I mean, also, honestly, Bane is I think, probably one of our better speakers currently anyway, so.
I'm a good liar. I've got one presence.
Okay, Mondo? Because I have, one yellow and one green for charm, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that beats me.
Oh, fuck.
Kizix, we're gonna need you. We're gonna need you to bullshit this with your grand science abilities. All right.
Look, I fly spaceships, and occasionally I shoot things that are very large and in dire need of being shot. I break into cars and hack computers.
I can't tell the truth fair.
Noted.
I could translate for somebody. That's the best I can do.
Well, the thing is, we want it in binary just so we're not really overheard as easily. It's not so much a communication.
All right.
Well, I'll open up a ping to him, and I'll send a request for the items.
Which is Gray. I don't remember the figure, but I know the guy back on the star did give us one, didn't he?
Yeah, he gave you the amount he needs. But and to kind of droid would kind of ping back that, unfortunately, it is impossible to source this level of Bacta. It can provide you 90%, which is usable in most situations.
Like, nope, we need the 100% stuff.
Can I internally roll a medicine check to work out if the 90% grade would be good enough?
Yep, but it's going to be 4 dice.
Fucking hell, okay.
Are you in your assertion?
I could probably do a lot better at that.
That's true, you'll do better than me. Have a blue die from me.
Okay. Running through my medical file.
Throw a token.
He really wanted the 90%, the 100% stuff. Just kind of like when you start diluting it down, it apparently causes some issues.
Okay, here's another question. Could we maybe re-purify it?
No. That has been asked several times.
Oh, sorry.
Unfortunately, yeah, that happened in
for the
session where
last
you're at. We
couple
can't
of-
re-purify the stuff back into being the pure stuff. Apparently, it's fucked up when you cut it. We could... Alright. Is this a matter where you can't get the 100% back to currently, and we are simply waiting for a new supply?
No, they just literally, it never comes out the factory less than like 90%.
Well, more than 90%.
More than 90%, yeah.
Which factory is this now? I wonder.
The one that the Imperials have under lock and key, with like slave labour in.
Well, looks like we're trying to smuggle some queens off planet.
Still not getting us the pure stuff.
Out of character, I've just had an exceptionally dumb idea. Let's face it, it's the Imperium. Sorry, wrong setting. They do love using Xeno slave labor. If they're not very careful about slave labor, they're probably going to be not that careful about, say, people who aren't slaves going in as slave labor. If we don't have to tap that much pure Bacta, if we're prepared to put up with a day of basically having to pretend to be slave labor, we may have found a way to get to the good shit. I know it's a long punt to say the least, but it would involve less favor horse trading than we seem to be currently stuck in.
I mean, we do have some people who want off planet who we can turn around, betray, and sell to this guy so he has his own personal, cultivation factory.
We're not slavers.
Yeah, we're not. And also, that wouldn't get us the pure stuff. That would still leave us at the 90% level, and that's not good enough for what we need anyway, so that morally and practically won't work.
Fair enough. I'm just putting it on the table.
No, it's fair enough, but it's unfortunately the requirements of what we need for the doctor mean that won't work. And personal limitations as well. I mean, I know going into the factory as like undercover slaves is massively risky, but shit, we know it's at least there. We're not just going from source to source and being told, oh no.
I should point out at this point that the only slaves are the Vitrix. So literally, they only let the...
they only let Varactics in, do they?
Yeah, Varactics in.
Do they have droids running the machinery?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, Kizix, I need you to whip me up a fake restraint.
Fake?
Yes, fake. Also, before we start actually any of that, should we just get some of the good stuff for ourselves and then send a medical droid in our way? Because I don't want to run the risk of getting this guy suspicious. If we want to plan a heist on the factory, we can do it when we're not in the room with this guy. But it's just probably a decision we want to make.
Well, I'll ask his price for a full tank's worth of the good stuff.
The 90% stuff.
Oh, the really good stuff. Probably set you back $2,000.
Really? Because the tank itself is 4,000. So.
Oh, okay.
Damn it! Why'd you say that?
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
No, that's just the tank worth of the good stuff.
I was going to say, do we actually have a tank on the ship and we're just filling it, or is this us buying the infrastructure too?
Well, I mean, we don't need an actual Bacta tank to store it. That's just for actually use.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But we still wanted one of those.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, a tank of that's worth of the 90% Bacta is good shit for favours or money down the road. So we might as well get something out of this guy while we're here before we start planning for Bane's metal droid solid party.
Yeah. Alright, we'll say more like $6,000.
Metal droid solid, huh?
I couldn't think of anything better, okay?
Well, we have 7,700 credits in the ship fund.
We could take it all out of the ship fund, or we could also sub in a little bit from our personal accounts to make sure the ship fund doesn't take a massive hit. You say what? 500 each from personal? No, that's too much.
I'm not entirely sure the ship fund isn't going to take a huge hit regardless.
Yeah, true. True enough. In that case, should we just take all 6 out of the ship fund then?
I mean, it is going to be installed on the ship.
Yeah, strictly speaking, if we pull it out of the ship fund is going to the ship.
Yes.
So
what?
It's not like we're just pulling it out and spending it on non-ship things.
Oh, right. Sorry, I follow. Yeah. Well, in that case, yeah, if it's I'm down for it, to be honest. A tank full of 90% Bacta will do us good down the line. One way or the other.
I mean, the funniest part would be if the actual idea of 100% pure Bacta was actually just a folk or fable tale. And no matter how pure you get the Bacta, it's always going to be not completely pure.
Granted, but if that's the case, and we still have a tank full of the 90% good stuff, that's what we can give to the Mustafarian Doctor.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
So actually...
And then bluff our asses off that it's actually 100% totally for real.
Anyway, I got back not that long ago. What was the cost that we're dealing with here?
$6,000 for a Bacta tank full of the 90% stuff, I believe.
Oof.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, real quick. We will have a $6,000 for a 90% proof tank. But how do we get that tank through off-world customs?
Well, a Bacta tank in and of itself is not at all illegal. Having a Bacta tank full of Bacta is not illegal either. So unless they have cause to come on and analyze the Bacta in the tank, that wouldn't be a problem.
The 90% stuff is just high-grade Bacta. It shouldn't be a problem. It's the 100% pure that they don't off-world.
Is that?
Well, I imagine 90% is still pretty heavily restricted vis-a-vis just the Imperials not wanting anyone else to have.
We have an Imperial tracking device.
Yes.
I love that late line of thinking. You say, we must be completely legit, guys. We've got this Imperial tracking device on our ship.
We're clearly working for the Imperials. We have an Imperial tracking device in the lounge.
Meanwhile, every Imperial trade officer just hearing that just sort of thinks, all right, I need to hit the panic button.
We're not trusted, but we're definitely working for
damn right we're not.
I mean, anyone could tell that by looking at the crew. Not human, not human, not human, robot.
Gamorrean. Anyway.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. Okay. In that case, to tie this off, I do say we go for the 90% back to a tank of it. If it's an absolute backstop for dealing with the Mustafarian Doctor, that's fine. If not, it's a source of future stuff down the road.
You know, we could just ask Droid here if there would be any trouble getting it off planet.
That's a really...
In fact, I'm going to ask him flat out. So, is there any trouble getting this off planet?
Well, it depends how much they're checking you. You know, because literally, are they going to open the tank and check what's in there? probably depends quite a lot on who you actually get that day.
Wait a second. Are we going to open the tank and check he's not selling us a lemon here?
Yes.
Yes, we have 2 trained medics here, and we can make sure that he's not selling us a lemon. I'd like to think.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we could buy some normal Bacta to fill the tank, and we could put the good stuff in one of the hidden compartments.
That's a very good point, actually. And normal grade Bacta is completely legal, so it's not. We could easily establish a paper trail for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could do that. Actually, I like that plan. So in that case, shall we stump up the 6K?
It's a lot easier than failing more Medicaid checks to try and get rid of Thumper's crits.
Yeah.
Thumper will sigh and pull out his mace again.
No.
The doctor's still in the room.
Yeah, precisely. That's why we were just stopping that shit before I got too far.
Do you need to be sectioned for your own health?
That's what we're for. We're his guardians. It's a long story.
You'd think the Gamorrean would be the bodyguard.
No, I was just doing it for the reaction.
Yes,
oh, well, in all that case, please continue. Aim high.
As Thumpa laughs, that takes a chuckle.
Thumpa. It was genuinely quite fun. All right, in which case, I say we buy the 6K's worth of good 90% back from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
The normal stuff we can easily pick up once we're outside.
Nice, this is like the most elaborate honeypot trap we've ever dealt with here.
Oh, it may well be, but at this point, there's so many wheels and wheels and wheels.
We did roll a despair, and Gray. Okay, wait, Gray already said he was.
No, Gray spent that. Gray spent that by making us go here. We know at least he's not got a despair stockpile.
Okay.
Massive pile of despairs off in the corner.
Despair to make you shoot yourself.
Which, to be fair, is an exceptionally good use of a despair, dare I say it.
Aimed at the foot, not the head.
That's what 2 despairs are for. Better luck next time, Gray. Alright, in that case, presumably paying up the 6K to get the 90% stuff is not going to be a complicated task. I say we do that and then start the plan for droid insertion.
Will you load it in the truck, drive it to the ship?
Yeah. Because we're parked perfectly legally, that part's fine.
Look,
you strap it to the back of your equivalent of your flatbed and just roll off with this back to track tank on your truck.
Well, presumably all parties involved are intelligent enough to not label it 90% highly illegal back to LOL.
We throw a tarp over it. We're not stupid.
Look, I'm just hoping that the fact that we were talking to, some guys who are trying to get off planet, and they're going to be like, no, this is totally our way off the planet to everybody else who is on around from last session. It's not going to shoot us in the foot, hopefully.
Fortunately, they don't know what our ship looks like or what it's called.
That's true, actually. That's actually a great backup option. They don't know what our ship is called and looks like.
I'm pretty sure they only talked to Dak, Thumper. So as long as we hide him under the tarp too, we should be okay. He's going to be stuck at the hospital for a few days anyway.
True, actually, he'll need to he actually needs legitimate care for his foot anyway. So while he's doing that, shall we take Bane back and make a fake restraint roll? And just for the record, I'll be helping to make sure it's actually fake. And that's exactly why I'm helping to make sure it's a fake.
We'd like to get Bane back when we're done with the mission. He has quite useful skills.
Alright, so...
As Bane uses the persona saying, don't mess with that merchandise that much.
Gray, how much of the 100% stuff do we actually need?
It wasn't really that much. Probably like a canister's worth.
So, would it fit in a hidden compartment mounted on, say, a standard astromech droid?
Possibly.
Right. Well, I'm going to be helping out with the modifications then.
Yeah, it sounds like we've got a team of 3 mechanics to do this. So what?
Flamethrower? You don't need that. Hang on. Give me a second.
Well, actually, that's a fairly decent point. If we strip out something that he's not going to need temporarily. He's away from his keyboard out of character currently, but Yeah, removing a component to make space for a Bacta tank.
See, we replaced these batteries with much smaller, much better batteries. Don't get shot there.
Physics, would you not roll before we decided what we're doing?
I'm just boosting myself.
Oh, sorry, I keep on forgetting you boost yourself. Apologies, that's on me.
He always boosts himself. This is
I know, I keep forgetting.
Funny thing is I have exactly 0 mechanics skills, but I have hidden compartments, so it works.
What? You know what? I'm not going to question that.
I just know how it's done. It's up to you guys to make it fit.
Oh, I'm okay with that. Okay, so what we're doing then is we're doing two things. We're installing a hidden compartment in Bane to fit the back, and we're fitting him with a fake restraint bolt, so that if needs, he can bluff his way out, follow instructions from the Imperials.
So that he doesn't get immediately spotted as being an intruder, you mean?
Yeah, precisely. I mean, if memory serves, he's already got like an inbuilt comm array, so that part at least we shouldn't have to worry about. He should still be able to communicate with us and vice versa. While inside?
Quick question, Gray. Is there any means of getting information about who runs the factory? Like, if we can get a face and a name of a particular person that we could fob this. That we can fob the fake restraining bolts reporting this droid owned by this guy.
Sounds like a Core Worlds check to me.
Who is the mechanic? Can I get Can I use talk the talk to use to get to roll for that information, essentially, to see who's the main mechanic that we can use as information for this?
Mechanic?
Yeah, this is a droid factory, right? Run by droids, right?
It's not a droid factory. What he meant was it is a factory with droids in it.
Yeah, most factories it will have droids.
Yeah, I mean, since this factory has droids in it, the droids all probably work under the main supervision of one guy, right?
So basically,
that seems like a stretch to me.
I mean, who's the head of IT is the main question.
I don't know if the head of IT would help you much.
Well, we'd basically be making fake credentials for him for Bane to flash. And we'll be using knowledge underworld to forge some fake credentials for him to flash for this guy. Or would it be streetwise, something like that?
I mean, if we're going to go with that route, we may as well make him an auditor.
I mean, that's the main thing we'll be working for the head IT, essentially.
I mean, honestly, I'd be down for someone running streetwise just so we actually know what we're dealing with here in terms of the actual crew complement. Even if we can't fake ID specifically, it would be nice to know what we're getting into. So what would that be? Streetwise?
Yeah, it'd be streetwise.
Still have 3 cunning, so take a green on.
All right.
Your turn, Thumper. I despaired last time.
Yeah, okay. Please don't despair.
And what would be the difficulty, Gray?
It's your turn to double triumph.
Probably going to be hard again. And I'm actually going to throw an upgrade on this.
Tokens.
Why is it always with me you upgrade,
No, I upgrade everyone.
He has, to be fair, been spreading upgrades around, it's true.
Yeah.
He's upgrading every streetwise check. That's why I haven't been picking any pockets.
Yeah, because you're not really, you don't really know this world that well.
Mm.
All right. Okay, I was able to ask people and get information, even though I got some threat.
Only one of them called the local police on you.
Shut up.
They just beat him up and left. That's all.
Okay, so who would be the guy who... So do I take strain on the threat? How do you want to deal with the threat?
I say the threat is you're asking a bit too thumperish, so too obvious.
Gamorrean asking about how to get a job in IT.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know how to computer?
I know how to computer. You push the buttons. And if the button doesn't push, you push it again.
Didn't say harder. I'd hire him.
You push it on and then you push it off and then on again.
And then if it doesn't work, you push it off the desk.
I thought you were a Gamorrean, not a cat.
I do like... No, the reaction from Zeb was perfect. Or reaction from Serpentis was perfect.
that was pretty fucking funny. Oh dear, sorry. How too obvious is too obvious?
This isn't a despair, Grace. You can't fuck us that hard.
No, but someone knows you're asking questions.
Okay. But we do have at least a name, a position, and something that we can use to fake some form of documentation. Because when they're checking the fake restraining bolt, it at least has the note to who to flash back, right? It's working on a technological level as well as a observational level.
So Codobrast is the name of the kind of like guy in charge of droid maintenance.
Okay.
So he's kind of like, you're gonna have to forge an ID under his name.
Or a response with him mentioned.
Yeah. If that's all, you can sneak the droid in midway through.
Or both, quite honestly.
Yeah, it depends how much they're back.
So how would...
I think computers is how you forge stuff like this.
Yeah, the computers.
That's the thing I do.
I have a few of that.
So basically, you're going to have to forge your own fake identity under the ID of Codobrast. Meanwhile, Kizix and I will fit you with a fake compartment of fake restraining bolt so that you can take the Bacta in and then look the part.
Congratulations, you're getting your own smuggling compartment.
Yay!
I have to say, when it comes to droid smuggling, I do appreciate Calculon's. The old Calculon thing was just put his head on a small little mouse droid. And just keep
running thoroughly ridiculous.
That was for recon.
Yeah.
And also punishment.
I mean, you say that, to be fair. It wasn't a punishment for the party. When you took his head off the chassis, we could use the chassis as a beer hole.
Oh no, it was a punishment for him for being him.
For being Calculon.
True.
But I did enjoy being a part of the mouse droid because I was able to fake my way in by, pulling the cute robot angle.
So yeah, great. Difficulty on that forgery.
That's probably going to be average, but again, I'm going to throw an upgrade on that.
How about this? Can he make it? Can he make it more elaborate by adding more difficulty?
I wouldn't do that. I'd say if that should be an advantage.
Bad idea.
Yeah,
that is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
The thing about
how many advantages you get should be how
you're
good.
Not trying to make them elaborate. You're trying to make them look legit.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what I meant was like make it look fancier.
That's by advantages. You don't.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want fancy. We want it to look as boring as possible.
Boring.
I want anyone who looks at this ID to fall unconscious because of how dull it is.
Oh, that's easy. Get it in Comic Sans.
That's a despair. Then he'll be destroyed immediately.
I'm assuming I can get an assist from Kizix on this.
Sure.
That's where I was getting the fourth green.
Nice.
Yep.
That is a thoroughly believable ID.
Yeah.
Pretty nice when Imperial IDs are public record.
And standardized.
Definitely standardized, yeah.
You even got the hologram to look really hologrammy.
So at least we're sure the ID is going to work then. Alright, Kizix will get a blue from me for the assist. Do you want to do the smuggling compartment first, or should we do the fake restraint?
Smuggling compartment's the easy bit. I just snap my fingers and it's there.
Yep.
That's literally... You've never mechanicked in your life, have you? It requires
I don't have to.
Snapping one's fingers.
No. I mean, mechanically, I snap my fingers and there's a smuggling compartment. I assume it takes some time, but,
You've got time.
Yeah, nothing else.
We're not on time pressure at the moment.
Ooh, they have applesauce on the tray today.
Yeah, that'll keep them busy. Alright, go on then, Kizix. Get us that fake bolt.
Well, what's the difficulty?
The restraining bolt, probably just average.
Yay for the fake restraining bolt.
I feel like I should throw an upgrade on that one as well.
I would counter upgrade, frankly, just to minimise chance of fuckery. God knows we've got the tokens.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. Gray has 2 tokens and he spends them like water.
Well, yeah, because he knows we'll counterspend. That's the thing. That's how Star Wars works. Alright, well, the fake restraining bolt's a charm.
Yep.
And I actually have a skill that allows me to turn those successes into advantages to make it look more...
Make it look more what, sorry?
Convincing.
Oh, sweet.
So the more anyone could pretty much scan it, and it would instead of just like magnetizing a restraining bolt on, it even looks like it's working if anyone wants to check it.
This is a legitimately piece of art forgery, is what we're hearing.
Yeah.
Or as well as it gives back the proper information that who this is owned by and yada yada yada. So at least you have some ability to lie. Oh, I also want to. Is it possible we can get a voice recording of the guy as well, so we can make sure that the droid boy can, fake it in the other guy's voice?
Was that going to be necessary?
I don't think that's necessary at all.
Okay, I'm just going more and more elaborate. You can stop me anytime.
Keep it simple.
I'm not sure why a droid that is intended to be working inside a factory, the guy who works on the droids would need a voice recording of the guy.
So you could fake lie in the guy's voice?
Yeah, I don't see why that would be a necessary thing.
Yeah, if Bane has to start talking, he's already in trouble.
Okay.
I mean, he also does have some deception die as well. Thank God. All right, so it's time to fit the fake. Sorry, not the fake, the very real smuggling bay then. So again, Kizix, you'd have an assist die from me in blue.
I thought that was just one and done.
That doesn't have to be rolled. It's just a thing.
Oh, sorry. Right, I thought that was a piece of mechanical component we had to install. Apologies.
Nope.
It was noted at least 3 times that he just snaps his finger and it's...
I thought he was joking because we had 2 trained engineers to do the work for him.
Bane suddenly feels...
No. That wasn't the joke.
Bane suddenly has a very dense existential crisis, feeling that he's just become hollow inside.
We just take these batteries, replace them with these smaller, more power-dense batteries. Don't get shot there. Plenty of space for whatever it is we're hiding in here.
Shot at all.
Well, yes, that's a good idea too.
When
we're done with this mission, you've got a place to hide your blaster.
Indeed.
Well, you're going to need to supply the blaster.
We've got so many blaster pistols loafing about. Surely we can give you one.
We've got a few we haven't sold yet.
I think the Wookiee sold everything we actually had for his power armor currently.
Oh.
There's parts of the ship that have gone missing for the power armor.
Oh, I thought that was Kizix stealing things for the armor.
At least he hasn't touched my mini fridge with my copious amounts of alcohol.
That's because he's not suicidal. He's not desperate yet.
I don't know. I think he could take Thumpa.
No, here's the thing: that he could probably kill. He probably could do a horrible things to me physically, but I can also break his brain by yelling at him,
or just hitting him in the brain.
Well, consider if I were to consider, he probably doesn't have that much. He's trying to do things. But he has very low willpower. So we'll say like this and that, just for sake, and then just toss it like that and see what happens. I mean, I could just coercion him down and give him strain until he falls asleep.
I feel really just stupid.
Alright, so it's time for plan.
Okay.
So what you're actually aiming to steal? Some of the good stuff.
Well, per your words on what the doctor wanted, we need only a single Bacta canister full of the 100% pure stuff.
Yeah.
Presumably, actually, you know what? I'm just going to idiot-proof this element of the plan. I'm going to take one of our completely normal Bacta canisters and make sure it fits very easily into Bane's hidden compartment, just to make sure there's no shenanigans once he's inside.
Yeah, because you're not talking like one of the big beer barrel-sized ones.
No.
We're talking like
I certainly hope not.
Single application.
Yeah, more like a thermos size.
Yeah, and if a thermos of our Bacta will go into it, then a thermos of the pure stuff will go into it, so that's fine.
Slightly larger than a lightsaber. Just to reference the movies.
I might want to say, actually give me an empty one, just so I don't get in there and, oh shit, they don't actually have canister guns.
Yeah, that was the plan.
That's a good idea. Alright, shove an empty one in there then. That's your source.
We'll have plenty of them after we fill the tank with the normal stuff.
Okay, so the plan basically, we need to get Bane in. We have his identity covered as an indentured droid easily enough, and we're pretty sure that's very reliable.
Yeah.
As is Kizix crafted fakes restraining bolt to reinforce the cover.
And the fake ID.
and a fake ID. This is a bit of a long shot, but do we want to try and poke around the underworld and see if anybody has... What I'm thinking is, it would be ideal if we knew how the facility was laid. And I'm thinking ex-slaves, or maybe prisoners?
Oh, so you're getting a floor plan, you're saying?
Yeah, because this is the one weak part plan to be currently. We don't know where Bane could go to get to the good stuff.
We also forget something as well.
Oh?
We do have a wonderful business opportunity since we're doing this run in the first place. We can gain a secondary objective for credit.
Which is? Do tell.
Probably, advertise on the crime net that, hey, we're doing a run. We're doing we're going in and hitting a factory. Does anyone have anything they want for this? What can we get for pay data?
Here's the issue with that plan.
I'm vetoing that one.
Okay.
I can't really take anything out but the one canister that I'm.
But what about information? Is the question.
Space constraint.
What about information? Can you be in a position to fuggle some technology to gain some tech from some info tech?
Can I offer a lower risk alternative to that? Because I'm a little bit hazy on advertising our presence in advance.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Okay.
What I would say is, I think you've had a good idea in that what we could do is, once Bane gets in and out, we could offer to sell any video he's taken inside of the facility for intelligence and money.
There you go.
Okay,
because then we don't actually play our hand in advance. We're just like, hey, we're not only are we awesome because we just run a job on Tythera and nobody's noticed us, but we've got intel on what the inside of the pure back facility looks like. We will sell it to the highest bidder. Words to that effect.
I mean, yes. Yeah, I was just thinking, can we do a troll to find a trawl of the various forms to see what kind of information would be valuable is the question.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of advertising it in advance is my one concern, because that way information leaks lie. I'd much rather we treat that as a possibility and then advertise after the fact if we pull it off.
Fair enough.
Definitely.
Okay. Bane, it's time for your solo sneaking mission.
I should note that I am definitely going to sanitize whatever video I do end up making, just so I don't incriminate myself.
That's very, very fair point. Before we send him in, though, I do think we should probably at least try and get something of an idea of, if not a floor plan, at least some kind of scuttlebutt on where and how the facility is laid out. Actually, I'm going to nominate Thumpa for this job.
Doom?
That's how bad it is.
Wait, wait.
Seriously, I am. Stop? I'm not snarking. I've had an idea, and other people could shoot me down on this one, but I have actually had an idea.
Okay.
Presumably, the factory staff, much like all sentient species all over the world, get pissed as hell on their weekends on leave, right?
Yes.
There's got to be an Imperial bar here somewhere.
That would... You know what? That could work. I would just need to be able to get in and have them talk to me.
Well...
Unless I want to grab somebody who comes out for a piss.
That was kind of what I was expecting, yeah. You don't actually go in there. We scout the place out. We look for somebody important who's in there, and then we try and jump them when they've gone out for a leak or a smoke or whatever. Because then you don't actually have to, as you say, we don't go in and cause that problem.
Ray, can I roll streetwise to find local bar that's close to factory? What would be the
Imperial bar?
So would we say do 1 difficulty with an upgrade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So you definitely find one.
I would. Okay. How about for the triumph grade that there is presently a massive shindig party for basically it is Employee Appreciation Day. So everybody who is actually a considered employee is at this bar.
Yes.
Drinking like they're Japanese salarymen.
Yeah. It's some sort of holiday they've run. They've hit production targets.
There you go. Production party.
Okay.
What do you want to do with the tooth threat, I suppose?
Those cops, they're back to beat you up again.
I have to roll critical on myself yet again.
Hey now, we told you not to come around here.
Actually, that makes sense. If there is a big thing going down, they're probably going to be have a lot of cops around just to make sure things stay, safe.
I mean, let's.
But we get our intel.
Yeah, here's the thing. It'll take some doing, but we do have an opportunity here to mug somebody for the actual intel we need.
Well, we're at it. If we're mugging somebody, we better make sure to mug them for money as well.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if it's frankly part of the cover story is that we mug them to look for money and like make it look like they got hit for money. Because if we mug them and they don't look like they've been hit for money, it's really weird. If we mug them and it looks like they've been turned over for money, it's just like a guy who stepped out the bar at the wrong time.
Great. Can we assume we find a man who came out to take a leak against the wall? He's completely drunk.
But they're more likely to have toilets inside, aren't they?
Yes, but when you're pissed drunk,
there's
anywhere looks like a toilet.
Alright, so yes. You hang around in an alleyway as people come out, and you can see someone stumble out who's still wearing all his gear.
Okay. I am going to upgrade and roll coercion against this specific man. What do you want? What difficulty would it be, Gray?
I think, the actual coercion's going to probably be 2, just because he's drunk. Have a setback because he's drunk. And I'm actually going to throw an upgrade on this as well.
Alright.
It's not just you, though, is it?
Yeah. Counter upgrade.
I already got counter upgraded.
And does anybody else have any skill in coercion at all to throw him a balloon? I mean, I don't. I'm just being clear, but
someone come out with a gun. Oh wait, do we really want to pull guns right now?
No, we definitely don't want to pull a gun.
Okay.
I, on the other hand, will be going through his pockets and looking for loose change.
Okay.
And
anyway,
his ID.
Coercion check. Go. We don't have much time. How's that, Gray? Just not enough time? Not much time?
Yeah, probably realistic. He's kind of you start roughing him up for information. But there's kind of his mates are still hanging around.
Okay, so how can I play this? Your PDF or your pants?
You mean PDA, first of all. And second of all,
PDA or your pants?
You never know. He might have all his shit on a PDF.
Yeah, he might have the Planetary Defense Force in his pocket, it's true.
I hope not. That would get messy.
The other kind of PDF.
Let me get the rifle out of the truck.
Oh, no. He's succeeded so far. We don't upgrade the guns until he starts failing.
This, my friend, is a mugging. I would like you to hand over your whatever valuables you may have and what you may not have.
Your wallet or your wife?
I take both.
Your cred stick or your cerebellum?
Alright, I could just dump this guy against the wall and just ruffle his pockets. Or, I don't know, Gray, do I get anything out of him from that? Do I get his PDF or something like that? Can I growl at his face? Be a big, thick Grimorian man? Oh, no, wait, Gray, I'm also right next to him too, right?
Yeah.
I do have how many ranks do I have of Terrifying?
Oh, no.
Too many?
He does have ranks, yes.
Yeah.
I do have ranks of Terrifying. So where is my? God damn it! I didn't even load my character sheet for this. Specialization, fearsome. I have 2 ranks of fearsome. So that's fear 2 check against this guy, Gray.
All right. So he'll just be a general worker.
Don't despair. Don't scream.
If I've got any just general workers, I've got a comms operator.
Go for that.
That's pretty much a standard. So it'd be discipline, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against 2 purple.
Against it's a fear check, so I'm gonna throw an upgrade on that.
All right. I'm gonna give him a chance and a couple of boost die because he is drunk.
Is he a mean drunk?
Okay, so he doesn't automatically fucking fear out for me being there.
No.
Okay, but I am coercing him in the face, so...
Yeah, okay. He just kind of like starts fumbling. He'll get out the PDA and say, look, it just ain't worth it.
Smart guy.
The PDA is not worth it, or not being beaten up is not worth it.
Thumpa, just take the PDA. Just don't debate the semantics, just take the PDA, give him a smack about the back of the head, and let's move on.
Thank you, you have been officially robbed today. Have a nice one.
Do I get my card stamped?
What did you say?
Shouldn't press it.
What do you say?
I knew you were going to grab the receipt.
Yeah, does he get a receipt for it? He doesn't want to be robbed again. If he's been officially robbed, that should be done for a while.
Yes, I give him a receipt for one robbing.
Oh my
God. Thieves Guild receipt.
Brilliant.
I've been robbed.
And for God's sake, Thumpa, don't put your real name on it.
Again.
No, it's just my serial number.
I think we just broke splinters again.
Sorry, that was a very unfortunate reaction there from me. I do apologise.
It's core worlds. Even the Thieves Guilds have gone to bureaucracy.
Oh,
well, you can't put your name down on being a thief. Being a thief's illegal, but you have to make sure you rob someone properly, or that's illegal too.
Oh boy. Okay, let's just... At this point, I think I need a bar to get a drink out of my head, but both in and out of character. But let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's.
For the love of God, let's.
Time for some tactical stealth espionage action.
Well, just double check. What do we get off of the PDA? Just so we know what we have going into it.
It'll probably have the general map.
Sweet.
Employee handbook.
Yeah, I'm assuming you waited for somebody who's kind of got
matters.
Yeah, someone who's got like a supervisor uniform as opposed to just the first grunt who came out. Otherwise, this would have been very easy and wouldn't be quite a role.
Well, quite, yeah.
Yeah, I mugged I mugged. Oh wait, I also get his cred stick off him and all that.
There we go.
Too.
Now I'm thinking of power.
I want to make sure this is not completely obvious, so we're going for one piece of information. I also take his pant.
Yeah, you probably get a couple of.
He's the supervisor for a back to factory. He probably has a lot of shit on that PDA that has nothing to do with the back to factory.
True, but you know what? We were talking about selling intel after the job was done.
Yeah, he's just building up that intel.
I'm just wondering level of...
I'm saying just taking the PDA wouldn't be terrible.
How many stars would the back to factory actually have after this is the question?
How many what, say?
How many GTA stars would it have at this moment? Due to this?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Hopefully not many. I mean, as far as we can tell, because you rolled so well, we've just pulled off a successful random mugging.
Yeah.
Hopefully the factory shouldn't matter.
Yeah, you've got about half a bar to the first star, though.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff's building up now.
Okay, so we can now send Bane in, and Thumper will crack a cold one and chill out and basically watch whose line is it in? Whose Gamorrean is it anyway?
Everybody's.
Or Jerry's, or the Star Wars version of Jerry Springer.
You are not the droid farmer.
You are not the droid we are looking for.
Yes. Yes. Oh dear. Right, so in that case, if we have a floor plan, we need to look for the closest droid access to wherever it is the actual pure Bacta is treated. Because presumably they've got to have a storage tank somewhere in there. We need to be able to get Bane into there, tap the good shit, and then out as soon as reasonably possible.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
We have put so much thought into this, it's kind of ridiculous.
I mean, this is what happens when we're actually doing a job properly rather than just thumping people, to be fair. The consequences of fucking this up are pretty significant.
True.
He has a point.
Yeah, not even Lando could dig us out the hole we dug ourselves into if we fucked this up.
Well, I wouldn't expect him to. I mean,
well,
he
there's
probably
also
wouldn't even try.
Well, yeah.
He's coming out of this quite well already, so.
Yeah, true.
We did already give him the idea for the auction, so it's no real skin off his nose if we just never come.
Yeah, true. Gulp.
Our heads may or may not explode at any point is the main thing.
He just doesn't know who the buyers are.
Yeah, that's the valuable key we have.
And we didn't tell him.
No, precisely. Currently, we at least hold some information that he needs, but he can't take off of us, because otherwise we have the ammo to stuff it. That's what we have. And we need to hold on to that information very carefully. So, I believe it's time to send our droid in, then. Good luck, Bane. We have you on comms, obviously. Can the rest of us, park up?
Oh, this is complete reversal what Bane's supposed to be doing, though.
Yep.
Wait, what?
What?
Well, Bane's supposed to be the one on comms.
Yeah, I know.
Watching us go into the dangerous situations and get shot up.
Hey, call it work experience, okay?
Remember, this is a don't procure anything on-site mission.
I crippled one of my arms today to get into a hospital. I think I've done my job.
That's a very fair point. Thumpa has done his part. Kizix and I basically did all the mechanical work, and I'd like to think I kind of helped with the planning. So we're all doing our bit.
We didn't arrow directly into the ground when we landed on the planet. My work here is done.
Or exit the walk backwards, as that's a callback for you, back to Rogue Trader 1.
Yes.
Well, the one thing we could do is we could knock over a guard post or someplace that has computer access and do computer overwatch, but that might draw more suspicion.
Look, there's a certain point we just gotta shit or get off the pot. So let's go and take a pinch out of log one.
We'll just kind of chill out at a nearby, I'd say park, but they probably don't let Xenos in those.
I get my...
No, I'm willing to bet. I just thought they would. They'd have Xenoparks, so all the humans could look at those filthy Bratics. So all we have to do is hang around there, looking like we're Xeno tourists. That works. One of the dumbest things I've ever said.
I don't know. You've said some pretty dumb things.
You shut up.
If you're just going to lay one out like that for him, he's going to take it.
God damn it, Ab.
I am going to have the E-Web in the truck, in the hidden compartment of the truck.
That's
Ray
perfectly
just
reasonable.
Pop out and start shooting whoever comes near.
It'll take me around to get it.
To be fair, as an absolute oh shit option, having an E-Web locked and loaded would be nice.
Yeah, as an absolute oh shit option, having an E-Web at all would be.
Mm-hmm. I don't suppose we could contact our get us off this planet guy and have him arrange for a safe house in case things go south?
The get us off this planet guy?
No, the guy who wants us to get him off this planet.
The problem is that the more the most farm doctor didn't want to get off as a doctor.
No, the insect guy.
The Bratics, yeah.
We don't want. Look, we're kind of snubbing him by doing all this.
Yeah, we're not doing his job, but there's no reason we can't exploit him for advantages.
Yes, but do we really want to?
I suggest we make that call after the factory heist. If we do this right, and
I want to have it available for when the factory heist goes badly and we have to leave right now.
But do we really want to?
But that's not going to cut mustard anyway, because he needed 24 hours prep.
And also the fact is that guy is really bad at his job.
This is true.
I'm actually with Thumpa on this. I'd much rather we make the call about the Vratics once we do the factory job.
Look, I put it like this, that even I was looking at that man thinking that he was completely out of his gourd and above his depth. Below his depth.
Out of his depth.
Out of depth? But if you're out of the depth, how can you be in the depth?
I don't know. I'm not a linguist.
He was out of depth, but he was not yet in deep.
There we go. See?
Yes.
You're out of your depth when you're out of the area you can safely be.
So he was...
Your depth in this case being how far you can go without drowning.
Well, he was currently very drowned at the moment. I'd be surprised if he was still alive.
This is also a very good point.
Your host was arrested for talking to some other people.
I wonder if there's a bounty on that kind of behavior. Trying to smuggle folks off-world.
Probably, but again, we're veering into the realms of things I think we desperately need to handle once the factory job's done.
Yeah, we're not slavers.
Exactly. So,
yes,
it's a shush, Grey.
We don't set fire to buildings for no good reason.
Not in this campaign, anyway.
I'm really pleased to have not been involved in that campaign.
We are professional criminals.
Precisely.
We're also going to be considered criminal professionals as well.
Well, actually, yes.
That is also very true.
I mean, seriously, Thumpa's been on a roll tonight.
Probably means something's about to go horribly wrong.
Well, yes.
Look, there's sometimes that somebody else needs to be incompetent.
All right. Well.
Yeah. All right.
We're on comms, Bane.
Shall we finally actually get the map?
I haven't got a map for this.
I think. Should we rule that having the map is like a additional bonus on like any navigate checks or something?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can have it.
Because I have nothing in navigation.
Yeah, so you have a map, I just don't have a physical map.
Actually, there isn't even a navigation skill, is there?
Astrogation, so you can go a long distance.
It's kind of rolled into survival, I think.
I think in this case it'd be more like perception.
Yeah, this case it is probably more perception.
Survival is more like you're out in the woods or something.
Yeah.
I'd sort of hope in this case that we'd need neither survival nor astrogation to navigate the factory, depending on how big/small it is. But
yeah, if I need astrogation in this
factory,
in this building, something's gone very.
Either that,
or then we're playing a differently wrong campaign, and the stars are right.
Well, either that, or you've actually wandered into their hyperspace research facility that's next door.
And that's when the campaign gets fun.
Yeah, indeed. Can I, seeing as how vital this is, can I make one last suggestion of trying to cheese the system before Bane goes in? Can we throw down like a light side token or something so he goes in when it's relatively busy? Seeing as that would be
shift
hard
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a light side token for that.
We have that on the PDA, I'm certain.
Of course. Okay, great. Good luck, Bane.
I'm gonna need it.
Yep. Alright, so shift starts, as every shift does.
Make sure you're backed up.
I mean, I was backed up before we touched down, so...
But you've learned so much since then.
Yep, so you start off with a normal shift.
Trying to get this thing out of me. If I blow up, I can just go to another...
Yeah, so you join the lines of people being sent, into the factory, and yeah, that's kind of they get like stop because most of the droids are already in there, and so like a droid rolling up is going to be questioned. So it's like, oi, you, what are you doing out? At which point you probably
transfer from factory 27.
Okay, paperwork.
Oh, would that be computers or intelligence?
No, you've already got it.
Whatever. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, you've already froze. You just gotta hand the paperwork over, and they'll do that's Imperial Army. Or there's no police, is there?
I'm pretty sure the entire empire is under martial law, pretty much from the way it goes.
I'm fairly certain this is a military facility anyhow.
Yeah, it probably will be. That's fine, my Imperials.
Especially with all the rebels around.
Alright, Dark Trooper.
I think it would be under military. It would be under military possession merely just because it is a key asset. A military asset.
Sitting down against the words Dark Trooper.
Now it's just me making a joke. I've got Dark Trooper stats. I've got Death Trooper stats as well now.
Okay, now that's worrisome. That Gray has Dark Trooper stats ready right now.
Exactly. Yeah, that's real concerning.
How many failures? How many despairs was that?
Which phase Dark Trooper?
I don't know actually. It's droid, so phase 1.
Well, they're all droids technically, but you can actually wear the Mark III suit.
Anyway, that's just an aside.
The difficulty on this, I believe, ought to be 4. If I remember how successes worked, and I think 2 blacks is.
Oh, 2 blacks as well.
Delicious setback dice.
Alright. I forgot to ask if you want to upgrade that.
I really would.
Yeah.
I'll probably just re-roll the whole thing, to be honest.
That's fair enough.
So I'm spending so it's a perception check on the comm operator.
Yep.
Where's my goddamn naval trooper? There we go.
Where's your goddamn I have no idea what's a
So it's 1 red, 3 purple, 2 blacks, and I'm going to throw. Oh, yeah.
I wasn't going to point it out, but I'm going. Oh wait, no, you've already.
Yeah. There we go, and you're going to counter upgrade.
Hey up.
It's already spent. Excellent. Hey, something weird with this. So he's kind of like, he's noticed there's something wrong with your kind of like setup, but he's not entirely sure what it is.
He really has to pee though.
Something's off with it, but he's not paid nearly enough.
No.
And he's disliked by his colleagues, so nobody wants to listen to what he's saying.
Yeah, he's just going to put it down to being like a general computer glitch.
The tech that did this transfer.
Yeah, it's like, God, gotta start sending these things in like proper shipments. Can't just send random droids in. Look at this. Look, he's used like the 2-day-old passcodes again. Right, you just go in, go to section 12 memory wipe, and then we'll get going from there.
That's the wonders of IT. IT people are notoriously lazy. Being a person who works with IT.
That's why we're so good at it.
Okay. Checking the map, how close is section 12 to where we actually need to go?
It's completely nowhere near where you need to be going, unfortunately. But
Good thing I have stealth.
Yeah. You also can kind of get some blue drives because you're a droid, and everyone just expects droids to know where they're going.
I will make sure to turn the corner before I start going off script.
Look, let's just hope he doesn't run into a droid who is literally plotting the revolution and is calling people comrade and binary.
I mean, if I run into that droid, I'm probably gonna tell him just to go loud as soon as he...
That is the right move.
Kill all humans droid.
Definitely kill all humans.
Alright, stealth check.
The non-humans are on your sides, brothers.
Yeah, kill all humans in Star Wars. It's a bit different, isn't it? Who's playing with Lego or something?
Yes. I don't have any dice to roll.
But it's Bane rolling dice.
Someone has to provide the sound effect.
Was that actually Lego as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's such a distinctive sound, isn't it?
Very.
Gray being a father.
Why are you playing with Lego again?
I need to model them so I can build something else with them. And my hands get bored.
Calm down, Bill Cosby.
Get a fidget cube.
You mean a Rubik's Cube?
I can't talk anyway. Right. So yeah, stealth check. Get that open. Just give me an average on that. I'm going to throw an upgrade, of course, because why wouldn't I? Got to keep this interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Like it was nothing.
Yeah, you're easy. No one's even paying any attention to the droids. I mean, the only thing's keeping that down is a triumph. I mean, yeah, there's probably like one or two people who just like shout at you for being in the wrong section, but...
Well, they shout at me for not keeping lane, but...
Throw off your restraining bolts, become one with the revolution!
No, that's a very different campaign entirely.
Ideas for next time.
All you have to lose is your
all droid party. That would be great.
The droid revolution. We'll set that in between, in the 30 years in between, shall we?
Perfect.
A droid revolution.
The Clone Wars, then the Droid Wars.
Whole thread with HK that we never really did anything with.
See, now you're giving me ideas for a whole different campaign.
Yes.
Look, great. This just means you'll have material for eons to come. You can work us for your Patreonage. By the way, Gray has a Patreon. Look it up.
It's in the description, I think.
Yeah, it's in the description. It's literally the only thing I do with it.
This is what we call a mid-roll ad. Thank you very much to everybody.
You know, it'd be great if one actually
can't stop this
up. Exactly. Well,
yeah, if a mid-roll's just popped up now, it's all Discord's fault.
Brilliant.
Anyway, I assume now I have to make an actual navigation or something to actually get where I'm trying.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. What would that be? Streetwise, possibly. Kind of fun when you don't have that like set thing. Yeah. Streetwise would work. Perception.
Well, I've actually got skill in perception, so I'll probably go with that.
Yeah, go perception. Have 2 boost die because you've got
basic
a map.
Maps, and also it's probably very clearly marked because idiots need that sort of. Let me guess, average with an upgrade?
Oh yeah.
At what point did we use one that you didn't counter with?
I think it was one of the mechanic checks.
Might have been. Okay, they're starting to get a bit antsy about.
Yeah, you're moving more and more to the restricted areas, and you've kind of got a few people watching you now. And you kind of you've gone through all the factories, you've done that, no problem. But now you've kind of got the
now we're getting into the parts where they actually give a shit.
Yeah, and there's the normal guards have been replaced by stormtroopers.
Is there like a maintenance closet or something you could quickly dip into and just do some work on to try and lower your heat a little bit? Like actually look like you're doing proper work?
That's a good question. Is there, Gray?
Yeah, there will be. You can probably plug yourself into the wall and weld something. Maybe a deception check out easy. With a couple of black die for the threat from the last one.
Nothing at all suspicious here.
No, just a droid working on the droid things.
Well,
I really wish they'd tell us they're sending them in, but...
Yeah. And they go back to talking about...
Here, I'm actually going to go ahead and loop the cameras for a few minutes.
Alright, so that's a computer check.
Difficulty?
That's going to be hard, I'm going to throw another upgrade on that. Because these are kind of like high-level computers.
Yeah.
But apparently not high-level enough. Yep, no, you have no problem with that. Quick loop, fade. All looking good.
So now I just have to dodge the actual physical guard.
Yeah. Probably going to be not too hard, so... Yeah, you kind of reached the main door, and now it's time to, actually have issues, because this is like the most secure thing. There's 2 stormtroopers on guard here. So, you're going to have to think quite hard about this. You don't have access.
Are there any other droids about that look like they do have access? And could you jump them for like an access code or something?
It's probably a rather big, what is it? One of those security droids. I forgot what his name is from Rogue One.
K2?
K2. Probably a K2 droid knocking around.
K2SO.
So he would have things, but he is remarkably larger than you.
Indeed. 2.16 meters. As opposed to my, 1.
You have stats for K2SO.
They probably have stats for generic K2s as well. KX even.
I don't apparently.
That's weird.
I assume K2 is gonna be just an exceptional version.
I guess he hasn't really been overhauled or anything.
No, he's just been memory wiped. They've not done anything special to him. They've just wiped his memory.
Which, if you think about it, makes him really fucking scary considering what he managed to.
Yeah. Well, there's probably a reason you don't see them just wandering around.
Well, except in Solo.
Yeah, it says here they're designed to skirt the Imperial laws on combat droids. And apparently they have a common site.
Gotta love retcons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
If you can't tell, I'm putting off trying to figure out how to get past this guy.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there's a couple of K2s knocking around. Well, a K2 knocking around, but mainly it's a couple of stormtroopers on the door to the most secure part of the facility.
Clearly, you should get into the computers and give yourself some access.
That's a good point. I was literally just in the maintenance closet where I could have done that.
Yeah.
So more computers. I assume this one's going to be harder because it's actually, directly tampering with the authorization system.
Yep. So 4 dice, 1 red.
Pray. Okay, y'all see that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Someone can notice your tape.
I'm not losing it. That did actually just happen.
Yes. You're in. And you're in quite well. But there's something that's gone wrong.
I think I may have accidentally left my credentials in the system.
That would be wrong.
I mean, if it's the fake credentials we specifically gave you, that's bad, but it's not a crippler. Oh. And unfortunately, with that much threat, you probably don't know it either.
But on the other hand, there's a very important emergency.
On the other hand, they think I'm the guy who owns this factory now.
No, there's there's been a major reactor leak on the other side. Very dangerous. You need a droid in there as quickly as possible to sort it out. You managed to even sound the alarms.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Impressive.
And thanks to Safety Interlock 101, that door is now going down.
Yep, so you immediately, do you just kind of like start hightailing it down the corridor as if like the entire facility is about to explode?
Which
Which
is
it very well might be, as far as anyone who's here is concerned.
Yeah, they kind of see you coming and they kind of like, they pretty much have to scan her out and are immediately just sending you in.
emergency droid.
Yeah, deploy the emergency droid. Door slams
Send in
open,
the Suicide Squad.
and you're into the most secure section, and no one's even like questioning it. Everyone's kind of like hammering away on the their kind of like computers, trying to figure out what's actually causing this.
Yeah, but they don't necessarily. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, and there's probably some people who think this is a false alarm.
Well, yeah, you're always going to have people who think it's a false alarm.
So that the person actually in charge is probably going to be trying to prove this is a false alarm so he can get it shut down.
Please say you're within back tank distance now, because we're already rolling a lot of dodgy shit.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're into the this bit. You've got pretty much just Vitrix and high-ranking Imperials.
Bet you didn't cause an actual reactor leak.
Nah, an actual reactor leak might have caused him to get killed and or wreck some of the Bacta we're trying to steal.
Point.
Yeah, you don't really want radiation running through your bug.
After all of this, it just turns out it's going to be 98% pure.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then that's what the fuck is
If
getting.
it's 98, we can bluff that hell of a lot better.
An attempt was made.
Look, it is physically impossible to get any better than this because of the way it's produced. Not even processed, just produced.
Yeah, not even the Vratics can get any purer than this.
And they're the ones it comes out of.
Alright, so you're going to make your way towards the production facility?
By way of wherever I've decided to set off the alarm, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you've decided to set the alarm. With 2 Triumphs, you set the alarm off right in the production facility, I'm assuming. That makes sense. And you kind of roll past the guy playing Lego on duty, and
completely ignoring the alarms for some reason.
He's been here 60.
As you do.
He's been here 20 years. These alarms happen every week.
Even better, he's on break and this is Union.
Not my problem.
That man is playing Gallagher. We all saw it.
I think if you watch the still, he actually was.
Yep. Yeah.
That after though.
Huh?
Yeah, that was an ad lib. They actually decided to make him actually be playing.
Yeah.
God, Robert Downey Jr. is great.
Anyway, so you get to the production facility, and I'm actually going to say the despair is that you've managed to get yourself like high speed straight through to this area. Unfortunately, you've brought everybody else into the area as well to try and figure out what's causing the alarm.
That's great.
There's lots of people who are trying to figure out what's going on.
You could, thinking about it, you could try and do what you did earlier again. Look for like a maintenance port or something near a back-to-tank outlet. Go and run at that. So you sort of establish cover.
With one of the back-to-tank like interfaces to see if maybe that's causing some kind of conflict. Under pretense, of course.
Yeah. Alright,
and then discreetly siphon off probably more than a bit of back.
So this area is kind of looks a bit different to everywhere else you've been. There's definitely a lot more kind of like, you know, it's a lot more humid, not that you'll care. And you can kind of see like this is quite deep in the facility physically as well as like, you know, structurally, because they're bringing this stuff up from caves, so they're kind of like there's large amounts of fungus and stuff like that coming up.
Literally quite deep in the facility.
Yeah. You're quite far underground. So yeah, there's like they're bringing up crates and stuff like that. But you can kind of see there's kind of this is where the two giant there's like multiple like pipelines coming in. So this is definitely where they combine all the good stuff into one place. You look around for it, so make me a perception, make it average.
No upgrades this time around?
No, not for this one.
My God.
Right, you're having trouble figuring out which part of it is actually like the pure section. There's so much wiring and piping here. Quite hard to figure out exactly which bit is what you want.
But no one's terribly concerned by the confusion because of the whole massive alarms.
No one's like you pottering around makes you manage to make it look like you're actually trying to fix something.
You're making sort of that
find something to fix anyway.
Alright, so have another go. Have a boost die for this.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Alright, you managed to figure out exactly where it's supposed to be. And you sidle up to it. So now you're going to have to make a stealth to be able to draw it out without anyone noticing. This one is going to get upgraded. So this is the point where you break kind of protocol as far as anyone watching is concerned.
You're breaking kayfabe.
Make it hard.
And can I swing a couple of blue dice because of the general panic? Like, it's still obviously I'm not supposed to be doing this, but there's a lot going on right now, so people aren't paying too much attention to one.
Who pays attention to droids?
Well, generally people who's... Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Dave pays attention to the droids.
Or, you know what? No one... He succeeded, but his nozzle is stuck.
The thing is, he did succeed with advantages.
Yeah.
So that's actually kind of a good point.
He just has to. But the thing is, he's currently stuck. It was a problem. It was they getting attaching it to the tube. He didn't have the proper adapters. So now that it's just wedged in too tightly, and he can't pull it. What's up?
Said, "Oh great, I'm Apollo 13."
Yes.
Oh God, no! No explosions, please.
That is the worst thing to be.
And so now you're kind of stuck with your tube in it, and you have to somehow extricate your nozzle before people notice.
And her husband's coming home.
Oh my!
Can I please ask you to rephrase all of that?
No. I think that's exactly why he did what he did.
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Oh God.
Yeah. One day, Discard. One day.
We'll tell you when you're older.
I'm 30, thank you very much.
Fuck off, really?
Don't act like it.
Yeah, I'm 30.
Holy shit! I thought I was the oldest.
We knew each other. We've known each other for a long time.
You're on 38, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You can't be the oldest because of Gray.
Huh. Anyway, could we posit that as a possible use for despair, Gray? Seeing as he has actually succeeded with advantages, so he shouldn't be spotted, but getting him stuck and forcing a hard mechanics check
I've
might
got
be
the
good.
Bacta. I just now need to extricate myself without drawing a whole lot of attention.
Or dropping the back.
Oh yeah, that would also be bad, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Normally, yes. Normally it's bad to drop the Bacta.
Can the mechanics monkeys on the other end of the comms furiously flip through trying to work out if there's
dropping the Bacta and more leaving the nozzle open so it all just spills out onto the floor?
That would be equally bad. Because if you did that, they'd melt you down so fucking fast.
I just like the idea of that, you basically just like, everyone looks over and there's just like all this blue stuff just splurting onto the floor next to you.
I'll take things you shouldn't say in public for 1200, Alex.
Who forgot the house train the droid?
That's not cool, if you know what he means.
That as a coolant leak.
Just give a very embarrassed beep.
Quite seriously, can Kizix and I make some sort of mechanics check to try and work out on our end if there's like a procedure he can run to disengage safely to try and help his mechanics check or something? Because we can't afford
Yeah,
I need to bluff them into thinking I've actually got my data jacket.
Look, your pull-out game is just not the best, alright?
Alright.
Okay, we're doing that on purpose, you fuck.
Yeah, that's
of course he was.
Response. Kizix.
Yeah.
We need your mechanics again. We're giving him help to try and make sure that he can disengage safely without breaking everything. Because he's managed to wedge himself in the jack again. Well, I say again. What difficulty, Gray?
Oh, I'm not sure for this.
I mean, this is us basically running through
probably just average for the... you're trying to put the manual for a siphon, aren't you, basically?
Yeah.
Just pull out the Janes.
Yeah.
Okay, so just it.
And a blue from me.
Yeah, I'm not going to upgrade this.
Okay.
Just need to pull as hard as you can.
Okay, so with that many advantages, can we safely say that while we don't know how to do it correctly, we identify something you should not do?
Catastrophic advice.
We have an option, you just gotta cut it off and just gotta disengage it from your end. You gotta leave your dongle dangling in there.
Just make sure you're leaning back when you do so it doesn't spill.
Is this the option we're presented with, Greg? Because this was just like bonuses for his mechanics check. So
no, you don't get anything really useful.
Okay, fair enough. At least we didn't get threats of giving bad ideas.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna try and bluff everyone into thinking I'm not actually trying to steal Bacta, but that's actually my data.
You got the ports mixed again.
Token.
Just start squealing something about like wrong socket.
Droid is panicking due to reactor meltdown.
Generally, oh god, I can't make that joke. I gotta stop. I need to stop.
Will you please stop sexualizing the droid Bacta obtainer, will you?
I mean, sometimes you just slip in the wrong port while looking.
Anyway,
I'm gonna thump you if we ever meet. In a loving fashion, but I'm gonna thump you. This is ridiculous. Alright. Can we at least maybe... No, unfortunately our check was completely unrelated to his deception. We can't really throw him a bonus, can we? Bugger.
Look, just trust in the dice, alright?
And throw a light side token at it.
I still have difficulty on it, so...
Probably going to be hard with an upgrade from me. Because at this point
really mixing things up today.
Yeah.
I mean, given what we're doing here, it seems pretty relevant.
Alright, you haven't picked anyone's attention yet, so you can have another go. This one is just going to be average with an upgrade, I think. And we'll say you work it slightly loose with the advantages.
Wait, is this another
deception? Yeah.
Another deception, yeah.
But 1 red, 1 purple, Gray said?
Yeah, 1 red, 1 purple.
Well, deception. Oh yeah, guys.
Yeah, you're trying to
beating the check. There you go.
One of them rushes over to try and help me get out.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, someone's coming over to have a look. We'll do a quick perception. How good is your secret nozzle discard? You broke me. The secret compartment.
It's 5 difficulty to notice it.
Oh,
that's good.
Yes.
Yep.
You make them properly.
See, you
That's
stuck
a
it.
negotiation check, Gray.
Yeah, formidable.
Sorry, that's supposed to be a perception.
The idea is that the deal is that you basically ran the tube through his data
And
jack.
just for the hell of it, I'm gonna throw an upgrade too.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, considering what could go wrong with this and the light side token pool we have.
Oh dear. Okay, he fails, but
yeah,
there's a dripping. There's one triple back.
Alright, okay.
He knocked the restraining bolt off.
No. Great finish. Great
it's kind of like, damn it, this droid's just malfunctioning. I'm going to have to take it back to maintenance. And it's kind of like several other droids have roll into the room and start trying to fix whatever the issue is. But yeah, this guy's decided he's going to have to take you straight back to maintenance because you've obviously gone wrong because you're trying to interface with the back to release port.
So, for the sake of clarity, he clearly has no idea that Bane has successfully stolen the back.
No, he just thinks the droid's so broken he's attempted to access the computers through a siphon.
Okay. Bane, do you have anything like a shock probe or anything like that?
I do have a stun blaster.
Ugh. It depends how close he's escorting you, I suppose. You've kind of got a couple of options in my mind. You could either wait until you're around a corner and try and stun him and then just make a break for an exit. Or if we have the map, is there an access point near maintenance he could try and run out of instead?
For a light side, yes, there'd be just you could just zip down
Either way, I'm gonna have to stun him, so.
Yeah.
Say again, sorry, I didn't hear.
Either way, I'm gonna have to stun him.
Yeah,
it would be best to stun him somewhere where the cameras are still looped and then hide the body.
The maintenance closet where you were earlier.
Perfect.
Also, do we want to spend the light side token to guarantee you an easy exit?
Yes.
I mean yes.
Yeah. Cool. I will spend to get that easy exit. Oh, sorry.
Great. I'll throw him back, yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
People wonder if I'm evil. I'm not, because no one evil can be so fun.
No one wonders if we're evil.
No, they know it.
This guy's life is just stuck on chaotic neutral.
Sorry.
There are worse fates.
This is actually a very fair point. You'd be lawful neutral, they're just fucking boring.
Yeah. Alright, so you're in the corridor, you get back to the looped area, and now you have to try and stun the guy. Let me drop him into the combat tracker so we've got some stats.
You just beep at him and say, pull my finger. What? Bang.
Just pretend to blow your primary motivator, it's fine.
Actually, what's the difficulty for shooting an unaware target?
It'll be close range, so it'll be 1 die, and you have a couple of blue die for him not expecting you to be there.
No. Here's the thing. So which port is your gun in? Is it on top?
It's probably behind a pretty close panel to the secret compartment.
Okay, here's the thing. Just rattle your the thing. Act like you have a malfunction jam. When he comes down when he gets close enough, take a look at it. Then fire at him at point blank.
Boom, headshot.
Yeah. That's
just point blank is in melee, which means it would be 2 purple.
It would be close range though for one thing though. I just want the idea. I just want the mental image of him like trying to looking at a glitching port, get down, look at it, and he just pops open with a gun, thinking,
like
say
Jack in
hello.
the Box, but I shoot him instead.
Yes,
pretty much. That's what he's thinking. Yeah, I can't say I disagree with him either.
He just wants to test a deception check, and the other one's not. For fun.
Can I go ahead and make a deception check?
Yes, if you make a deception check, you can draw him into it by looking straight into your stun gun.
Eye shot.
Difficulty?
Look.
Probably only average actually, and I won't upgrade this.
Yeah,
because he thinks he's malfunctioning. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a couple of boost die for that as well.
he probably thinks it's the motivator about to get.
Yeah.
Just accidentally roll yourself into the wall.
Clonk.
Yeah, he kind of like, you start beeping stuff about, you know, something's wrong with your input port, and he bends over to have a look. So
severe radiation damage.
Yeah.
It looks like you're having trouble with this motivator. Can I help you?
Now you shoot him, point him out range, you can have a free upgrade for that. And two boost die.
Taboo?
A blue die.
A blue boost die.
It's blue boost die. Alliteration is hard when you have a stammer.
Alliteration is hard.
I already spent a light side on this, so does that look correct?
Yep, that looks good to me.
And there's a triumph.
Excellent.
Ba-dunk. It's just like lightning plays over him for a few seconds as he hits the floor.
You use your whipslayer, pick him up, put him in the storage closet, put his hat over his eyes like he's taking a nap, and wander off.
We need to get you an alcohol sprayer.
Maybe that's what we get with the winnings from this mission, lads. But for now, let's just get it back.
Okay, I have a quick question. Does Bacta have an alcoholic smell at all?
No, we're not spending the Bacta on this.
Okay.
No, we are not.
Okay. Fair enough. You know what? Let's just spin a light side token that already say he has one installed.
No. Sorry, I'm going to veto that because we need the light side tokens we have in case something goes wrong at the end.
Okay. Fair enough, Greg. We have that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Alright, so you've dropped him, there's a little like droid access port right next to you.
That he conveniently fell into.
Yeah, or you can drag him into. Anyone coming down would just see like a couple of legs disappearing into an access port like some sort of horrific horror movie. But no one's going to see that.
It's just an alien.
Horrific horror movie, someone doing their job. Could be either way.
Well, people don't tend to disappear backwards, like feet up into an access port.
You say that, but if they're like in the gully underneath a car and it lands on them, the legs might be all
working on something up above you. You do.
Yeah, exactly. You may notice I am splitting the finest of hairs so fine it could be used for a pair of gloves, but
yes,
that's what we're here for, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, so yes, you're in the access port. You're zooming away for freedom.
Wait a minute. Gray.
Yeah.
Gray.
What?
Don't you fuck us at the end now. We've done so well.
No, not access port, egress port. Thank you very much.
I've been a little bit able to be.
So, sorry, you just threw my chain of thought then.
Sorry.
Okay.
I've already secured the route out.
Yeah, you've already got the route out. It's fine.
It's fine, he says.
Yep, everything is fine. Nothing is wrong, comrade.
Not all disappointed about us not falling for yet another horrific ambush.
Ambush is so little time.
Now there's a later episode title.
I can only be attacked by family so many times a month. All right.
No, we didn't roll your obligation, so that's okay.
Yeah, at least without the obligation.
It would just be hilarious if just give my obligation so many times. It's like what, like a Gamorrean assassin team at every street corner.
My God, the pot plants are Gamorrean.
No. Right. So yes, I think pretty much the only thing now is one last stealth check to get you out. But yeah.
Go on, Bane.
Anything from the panic?
Yeah, you can have a couple of blue die for the panic.
Turn them down.
Make it 3 dice with an upgrade, pretty standard at this point. And you just sail out.
They never even saw me.
Nope.
Gordon Bennett.
Yeah, you managed to get out quite quickly, quite easily. And yeah, you're now happy owner of some 100% pure Bacta.
I was beginning to doubt it was real.
No one but me knows I actually have.
And that's when you leave the party and disappear off into the wilderness.
Oh, hang on a minute, we know he's got it.
Activate the restraining bolt tracking device.
You mean the fake one that says I'm on Coruscant?
Hey, Bane.
No, I mean the one they put in you with the small explosive charge. All we have to do is call the boss, is call up Nerf Burger King and say, hey, yeah, that droid is running off with your secret.
Yeah.
Can you blow him up? Thanks.
And then he blows the rest of you up because he doesn't know that the statue is fake and you didn't have the Bacta to get the bomb.
Also, could you just not, Bane? We've done so well, we don't need to fuck each other over.
I wasn't going to. I was just pointing out that literally no one but me knows for a fact that I actually have.
True.
You're all just taking me on my word.
Make a 5 difficulty perception check to find your hidden compartment.
So well hidden you can't even find it.
I know where it is because it's in me.
It's somewhere. Good luck getting it open.
All right. Let's just get him back on the ship. No, sorry, not the ship. We're meeting up before the ship because we need to decide if we are actually going to run with the Vratix Liberation thing. But we have the pure Bacta. Huzzah!
Yeah.
They're not paying us enough.
I mean, I'm still kind of down for freeing my kind of kindred from imperial slavery. I'm not going to lie.
I'd like to, but we can put that on the back burner for now, I think.
Look, there's always going to be some version of deeply oppressed populace that is straining that for the break free of oppression. It's here, It's the Hutlands, it's everywhere. Sometimes you just got to just pick your battles, my friend.
No.
I'm just saying.
I object vociferously. We're here now and our ship is clean. We're never going to have a better opportunity.
That it's not just these people. The whole idea is systemic within the society in itself. We must have come to a day that we can.
You're not pulling that Thumpa logic bullshit on me. This is a perfect opportunity to get an untapped source of Bacta off of Typhera without the Imperials knowing on a clean ship. Even from a practical standpoint, you have to admit there's something to look.
As the suddenly there's a Che Guevara fedora hat that just pops onto Ostix's head.
Unfortunately, I think her antenna might make a Che Guevara hat difficult, but I'm sure Grey can work on something.
Don't need to try and do Thumpa's smoking a glow stick.
Well, I mean, looking at the time, to be honest, that might be the whole Vratix thing might be a decision for next time.
Yeah, I think it's probably getting out with the the Bacta intact is probably a good place to end this.
Well, great work, everyone, particularly Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. I think you've earned the title of Solid Snake.
3 of the despairs in this session.
I mean, you did, but one of them is actually going to have long-term consequences. At least Grey spent right away.
I did enjoy the whole getting stuck in your nozzle stuck. That was fun.
No comment.
Unfortunate, but god damn it, don't you enable him.
I said no comment.
Yeah, that enables him.
It's not like I'm handing Bane a cigarette or anything.
I don't think he smokes.
Tradition. Neither do I.
You could smoke a welding rod or something as it just sparks away as he puffs on it.
Just hand him a box
That's
of
That's
sparklers.
a good butane. Oh Christ, what is my life? It's those moments of dawning self-clarity I live for.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, a successful session. You can have some XP.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. May we know how much?
2. Nah, 10.
I was going to say, this isn't exalted.
Mate, actually, yeah, let's go for 15 for this week, because you have actually performed something quite effective.
Yay.
But yes, you
We've
have a full
successfully
15.
emulated competence.
Yeah. Anyone who didn't know you, anyone who didn't know you would actually think that was normal.
I mean,
in this game it is.
There was that one guy there was those one guys on that one planet that we kind of like reorganized. We basically pulled a consultant job on them and reorganized their entire business strategy.
Yeah. That went quite well, that's true.
You mean my black market contacts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that went quite amazingly.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright,
well, job well done, everybody, by the sounds of it.
Alright, yeah. So we shall see everyone next time.
Same pig channel, same robot day. Goodbye,
Always the same thing.
everybody.
Bye.